Thank you for your time. The hearing now underway on the Hill. What do you hope to learn today?
Well, Bill, it's great to be with you and your viewers. What we hope to learn today is what has happened since the hearing we held in July with Director Comey, which came right on the heels of his press conference in which he announced a number of findings where former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton had not complied with the law, had violated the Espionage Act. At the end, I was expecting to hear a therefore, there'll be a prosecution. Instead, I heard a however. So we asked him to come before the committee the following week. He did so. We asked him more questions then, and as we did so, it became very apparent that his testimony before the committee and his findings that he set forth in his news conference did not match up with the testimony under oath of Secretary Clinton.
What aspect of that testimony?
Well, there were four specific aspects of that testimony regarding her knowledge of and her use of the email server, and we referred those to the director about 3 days after the hearing. Chairman Chaffetz and I sent that letter. We have not heard back from the United States Attorney for the District of Columbia or the FBI Director since that referral was made.
So today is the day then. Okay, but you have several document dumps from the FBI since then, right? Including one last Friday afternoon, and you've got immunity deals handed out.
We do, and we will be asking about those.
What is the significance, do you believe, now, based on what you know about the immunity that was given?
Well, first of all, we have very serious concerns about why some of these immunities were granted, particularly with regard to Cheryl Mills, who was granted immunity, witness immunity, regarding turning over her laptop. At the same time, she was then permitted to go into the interview that the FBI conducted with Secretary Clinton as her attorney. That is an astonishing conflict of interest to allow a witness to be in the room when the target of the investigation is being questioned about this.
Another topic, ISIS, the fight here at home and overseas. He said this just recently.
They will not all die on the battlefield in Syria and Iraq. There will be a terrorist diaspora sometime in the next 2 to 5 years like we've never seen before. We must prepare ourselves and our allies, especially in Western Europe, to confront that threat.
Now, how are we preparing ourselves, sir?
Well, that is another question that we'll be asking the director. Obviously, we are seeing the precursor of that with the attacks in New York, New Jersey, Minnesota, following on the heels of attacks in San Bernardino, California, and Orlando, Florida. I think the FBI has handled these matters in a credible fashion. We want to make sure that they have the resources they need going forward, but we also want to hear more about the diaspora, because we have complained about that based upon previous testimony of Director Comey, who said that we could not today adequately vet people coming from Syria as refugees or in other capacities because of the disarray in the country. You can't get information, you can't talk to witnesses and so on, and yet the Obama administration has put the pedal to the metal and accelerated bringing Syrian refugees into the United States. So very concerned about the national security threats of the future, but even more concerned about what's going on right now.
Chairman, thank you for your time. We are watching and listening from here in New York. Bob Goodlatte there on the Hill. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Bill.